Good morning, children. Welcome to today's class. Children, we are in the chapter number 4, that is sensitivity towards others. So, children, I told in the beginning that we are learning this chapter into two parts, one in the form of physically challenged children and another in the form of socially deprived children. So, in the last video, we have seen about the physically challenged children in the form of whom children? Who was the character? Saloni. Isn't it, children? So, in today's class, we'll go for the one more topic, that is socially deprived children in the form of Rajni. Okay, children? So now we will see who we call as a socially deprived children, whether their life is totally comfortable like us or it is very painful. We will see now, children. Socially deprived children, they are those children who are deprived of the right to live a decent life. They spend their lives either on the streets or in the slums. They do not have the opportunity of education or a life of dignity. Most of them are miserable, neglected and need help. So how is the life of social deprived children? Children, it is very painful. It is very painful. They never lead a happy life, a comfortable life, isn't it? Why? Because children, they always lives in a slum, nothing but like a hurt children, not like our own house. It is totally different from us, and they always spend their whole life on the streets. Why? Because children, they don't have the education. They are very poor children. They do not have the opportunity of education or a life of dignity. As you know that children, these socially deprived children are very poor. They belong to poor family. Their parents are unable to provide them education. For that reason, they never live a life of dignity. For that reason, their life is totally miserable, and they require our help, children. So in this topic, children, we will see the example of a socially deprived children, that is nothing but Rajni. We will see about her now. Next slide. Yes, children, you can see here socially deprived children. About Rajni, we will see here how is her life every day, where she will go and how she will earn the money. You can see, children, I will show you now. This is Rajni, children. Okay, children, this is Rajni. This is socially deprived child. Rajni is not a happy child. She belongs to socially deprived family. We will see where she will go every day. Rajni is 12 years old. How year old she is? 12 years old. She moves around in filthy clothes in crowded market areas with a big gunny bag. So every day, children, in the early morning when she will wake up, she will go in a dirty clothes in a crowded market with a gunny bag. Why she will go, children? We will see now. She picks up waste papers, bottles, boxes or anything that can be recycled. She sells the contents of her bag to the Raddiwala every evening. Rajni longs to go to the school dressed in a neat uniform and carrying her books. Can she fulfill her dream? How? So see, children, once again I will show you here. This is Rajni, children. Every day when she wakes up in the morning, her main job is to take the gunny bag and move into the crowded market. Why? Because, children, she has to pick up the waste papers, bottles, boxes and other items which can be recycled. What she will do with that? She will go to one shop, that is scrap dealer, or you can say scrap shop, that is also known as Raddiwala. In the evening she will go and she will sell them to them, and as well as how much money she will collect from them, she will go and give to the family for the survival, children, isn't it? But when she goes up in the morning, her dress is so dirty, children, and when she is moving in the market, she will, on the other hand, she will see some other children like you all, where they will go to the normal school. She is also having a dream to go to the school, to wear a neat uniform and to carry the school bag. But whether she can fulfill the dream, we will see what the government can do for these socially deprived children. Understood, children? Who are the socially deprived children? Nothing but the children who can't live a peaceful life, or you can say a decent life, a good and happy life like us and you all, isn't it? In our next slide, we will see, children, like Rajni, who are the other socially deprived children in the India here. In our next slide, children, I will show you now. Yes, you can see, children, here like Rajni, other socially deprived children. You can see, children, here I will show you now. This is like also the Rajni. You can see how they are wearing the dirty clothes. They are nothing but the socially deprived child. On the right side, children, you can see this group of boys looking for the help from the other people. So this also comes under the socially deprived children here. So remember children, socially deprived children never lives a happy life, a comfortable life. Why? Because their whole life will be spent on the streets in selling any other items for their survival. Children, understood children? Next we will go for what the government is doing nowadays. We will see. This is the story of thousands of socially deprived children. They belong to homes where the parents are unable to earn enough money due to illness, unemployment, poverty, or illiteracy. Many such parents want to send their children to school, but their inability forces the children to earn money by rag picking, carrying loads, cleaning utensils in dhabas, or by begging. They have to feed themselves and their families. See children like Rajni and these two pictures like this socially deprived children, they have to move every day in the market. Why? Because they can't go to the school because they are belong to the poor family, isn't it? And why they will go to the poor market, we will see here. As you know that children, their parents are poor, they can't afford them the school fees, they can't provide them the uniform, books and the school bag. Why? Because they are suffering from so many other problems, such as you can take illness means not feeling well, unemployment, they don't have the good job, poverty means they don't have the basic needs of the life such as food, shelter and clothes, and as well as illiteracy is nothing but uneducated people, isn't it? So if they are educated people, no doubt why they will allow their children to sell all these items in the streets, or you can see in the markets. They also provide them good education like you all children, isn't it? But it is not happening yet because they belong to the different group, isn't it? To poor family. Many such parents want to send their children to the school. The parents are also having a dream to send them to the school, but due to the lack of financial problem, they can't send them. For that reason, they will send their children not to the school, but for the other work. Where they will send children, we will see now. Many such parents want to send their children to school, but their inability forces the children to earn money by rag picking. So where they will go, children in the early morning, the socially deprived children, they go for rag picking, carrying loads, cleaning utensils in dhabas, or by begging. Rag picking nothing but to collect the plastics, children, from the streets, and as well as carrying loads on their head, such as bricks, you can say. Cleaning utensils in dhabas, they'll go to the dhabas after eating, the customers, the plates will be given to them to clean it properly, and as well as they will beg in the railway station or bus stand for their survival. So this kind of life they will live, children. Who are those people? Who are those children? They are nothing but socially deprived child, like whom? Rajni. Now we will see again what are the government doing for them. They have started now midday meal scheme, children, for whom here socially deprived children. We will see now in next slide. Yes, you can see children here midday meal scheme. What it means, children? Midday meal scheme nothing but in all the government school in the afternoon they will provide free food to all the poor children, or you can say the government children who will go to the government school. Why? Because children, they are belong to the poor family, their family can't afford all these things, 3-time food they can't afford to these children, and as well as in return the government is doing everything what they can. What they are doing, children? They are providing the midday food every day in the afternoon, and as well as what they are doing for them, we will see now. Our constitution has special provisions to ensure that each and every child gets education and achieves a decent standard of living. Our government has made efforts by giving them free education, books, uniform and stipends. But these children and their parents need to be guided. They should encourage their children to go regularly to school, study hard to make a better future for themselves and the whole society. So see children, here in this slide I will show you now. These are the teachers, these are the government school students, and what they are doing, children, here they are collecting the food from the whom here? From the teachers, isn't it? Every day like this it will go on in the government school. Why? Because the government is providing them, isn't it? Not only the food, apart from that what they are providing to them? They are providing them free education, books, uniforms and stipends. Stipends nothing but, children, a form of a money which will be help to them. But these children and their parents need to be guided. They should encourage their children to go regularly to the school, study hard to make a better future for themselves and the whole society. Not only providing them food, but also as a responsible citizen, as a good citizen, we have to go to their home and we have to aware their parents that don't send your children for any other purposes to work in the dhabas or to sell on the streets, rather than to send to the government school, isn't it? There the government will take care of those children, they'll provide them everything that just now I told to you all, or they'll provide to them books, uniforms and stipends, and every day in the afternoon midday meal, isn't it children? So this is the scheme started by the government to help the poor children in the form of socially deprived children. Next we will go children, we will see about a famous personality who has helped the children at the low age by his own money children, by his own effort. Who is that person? We will see now children in the next slide. Yes, he is none other than Kailash Satyarthi. Who is he children? I will show you now. Who is this? He is none other than Kailash Satyarthi. Who is he? He is a activist. Activist means what here? He always help the socially deprived children like Rajni. Isn't it? What he has done for them, we will see in our next paragraph children. Okay. Now we will move to the page number 30 children. Kailash Satyarthi is a child rights activist. He was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize in 2014 for his great contribution in making the lives of socially deprived children better. He founded the Bachpan Bachao Andolan, means the Save the Child movement in 1980. He has worked tirelessly in the sphere of child labor, regulating placement agencies, tracking and rescuing missing children. So he is none other than children. He is a social activist, isn't it? What is he? He is a activist who always help the poor children, who always help the socially deprived children like Rajni. What he will do for them? We will see now children what he has done for them. He has opened the Bachpan Bachao Andolan in which year children? In 1980. So how he will help the social deprived children? By bringing them from the dhabas, by bringing them from begging, by bringing them from the kidnappers, and he will call all those children to his own foundation, that is Bachpan Bachao Andolan. There he will provide them education children, isn't it? This is about whom here children? Kailash Satyarthi. Now next slide we will see here how he will become so happy by helping the socially deprived children. In our next slide children. Yes, isn't it? So children, this is the group of socially deprived children who are feeling so happy with the Kailash Satyarthi. We will see now here children who is Kailash Satyarthi and who are the socially deprived children. So he is the Kailash Satyarthi and these are the group of socially deprived children which is helped by whom here? Nothing but Kailash Satyarthi with the help of which Andolan? Bachpan Bachao Andolan. When he was founded? He was founded in 1980 children. So we have to salute this person, a great personality. He also got the Nobel Peace Prize for this great achievement children. So remember children, Kailash Satyarthi is a very kind-hearted person. He always show the help, provide the help to whom here? Socially deprived children, isn't it? So now children, we have to show the sympathy and our helping hand to the physically challenged children. We will see in our next slide children about that. Yes. So now we are in the conclusion part of the chapter children. Care for physically challenged children here. What is this? Care for physically challenged children. Now we will see what we can do for them. Let us all join hands to improve the destiny of the physically challenged and the underprivileged children. We must help to improve their lives to build a stronger and equal society. It is our responsibility to bring a smile on their faces. Teachers, parents and society all must have one goal: to allow each child to become a creative, aware, warm, friendly and eager young person. So children, it is in our hands, especially the teachers, as I am a teacher, apart from your parents and the society. Society means nothing but the group of people who will live around us, isn't it? All these three having a huge responsibility to provide them help, to provide them the smile on, to bring their smile on their faces. Whose children? Physically challenged and as well as the socially deprived children. And as well as we have to allow them to be creative, we should aware them, we should have a friendly atmosphere with them, we should chat with them and make their life comfortable, children, isn't it? So this was a chapter about the physically challenged children in the form of Saloni, and as well as the socially deprived in the form of Rajni. I hope, children, you understood the chapter. Again and again you watch this video and try to understand. Thank you, children, for listening today's class.